Salutations. I'm sitting here and I was thinking the best way to say this. I was thinking about the strange fate that awaits this part of the world. People know what's going on, but they don't react. They don't want to change things. They don't want to compromise or to make sacrifices. We are going through a time. People are extremely egotistic, egomaniac. They only care about their petty little self, their projects and their desires, their dopamine hits, or um, uh, other, like adrenaline. They only care about their petty little selves. And even though the message is clear about what's going to happen soon, they don't care. Something horrible needs to happen to actually shaken them, to shake their foundations, to destroy these walls that they've created. Walls probably, erected by the education system. Absolutely. An education system that is designed to foster self expression and self realization. And if we are at all concerned about what happens after death, it is only in terms of the survival of our treasured personality, attachments, and memories. You see, they think it's only the psychophysical memories, desires, anxieties, personality. I hear sometimes people talk about reincarnation, and they think that it is the personality actually that migrates from body to body. And I'm like, what? No, it's not the personality. There, some actually even say gender also transmigrates. You see, if you're born a man, you'll always become a man in the next life. It's laugh, I kind of laugh. But I mean, you can believe whatever you want, but if you choose logic, I mean, it's just not logical. Um, so modern people, the ones in charge, are completely clueless. And the masses are even worse. The masses who follow them. They've learned to block. They erected walls because the spiritual is always there. And sometimes, when you have a moment, when you see something supernatural, or you leave the body, or I don't know, something that shakes you, and you become aware of the spiritual, that's probably when you'll decide to change or be willing to change. You then realize that this ego, this persona, this personality is actually nothing. It is just a series of observed behaviors that have a beginning and an end in time. Tomorrow may be different, the other day different. How can you say it's a person when it is continuously changing day after day? So it's not really a person, is it? It's not. The spiritual, on the other hand, didn't came here to change. No, the spirit just is. The spirit didn't came here to become. No, the spirit just is. But people kind of mix those two. It's kind of weird. It is like this philosopher said, some people get it, like in 5 minutes. Others can go a lifetime without getting it. This difference between the spirit and the personality. It is difficult to let go of objects. It's like the quest of the Lord of the Rings. They go on a quest to get rid of objectivity. They carry this shiny object, this priceless, this precious, that hypnotizes anyone who lays their eyes upon it, completely possesses those who get their hands on it. Anyway, they go on a quest to get rid of it. And you know what? Right at the end, the main character who's carrying the ring fails the quest. Right at the last moment, he fails the quest. And it is the arch enemy, in a moment of rage, that actually jumps him, and they both fall into the abyss. So it is, very difficult to let go of objects. Something really terrible has to happen in order to change people's trajectory. I'm talking about demographics, The reason why the people in charge are going crazy is demographics. These policies and the birth control pill came and is changing the world. And I don't think it's going to end with this part of the world. It's affecting all over the place, all over the world. It's affecting everybody. For if people are given the choice, they will choose no. You know why they will choose no? Because they are ignorant. Yes, because of ignorance. You become something different when you are a father or a mother. There's a change in the hormones, there's a change in your behavior, there's a change. You don't understand it before, you will only understand it afterwards. You see. So given the question, do you want to be a parent? Everybody's like, no. Yeah. It's only when it really happens, you know. And of course, if you don't have family, to push you, or if you don't see your friends and family, having children as well, you're not going to have motivation to do it yourself. You see, it's contagious. It's kind of, it's contagious when you see the happiness on their faces. You will want to express that to yourself. But again, the education system is not teaching you that. The education system only cares about self-expression and self-realization. The ego, the personality, to turn every human being into a unit of production. That's what they want. Units of production. It was a bit too successful. Now that factories are gone anyway, we ought to change the education system. We don't need units of production to work, shifts in factories anymore. Repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Repeat after me is a multiple gas test. It's pointless. We don't have factories anymore. So we need a what's it called? Reformation. We need a reformation. Um, so I think I'm gonna shut up. Been talking for 10 minutes. Have a nice day.